Hello, Alex. It's Alex, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. My name's Melissa. I'm going to be meeting with you today. I'm one of the CDCAs here. So in this appointment, we are going to be talking about some sensitive stuff, some topics, that relate to substance use and substance use behaviors and stuff like that. Is that something you're comfortable with today, or?
I guess I have to.
Okay, so you guess you have to. So are you comfortable discussing that?
I'm here.
You're here, but are you comfortable discussing that? Is that okay?
I guess so.
Okay. Do you have any questions for me before we start?
No.
Okay, you're making it nice and easy. So what brings you here today? What brings you into the office?
The court made me said I had to come and do this assessment.
Okay, so the court made you come and said you had to do this assessment. Why did they say you had to come do this assessment?
DUI.
You got a DUI. Okay. So was this your first DUI, or could you tell me a little bit about that? What happened?
Oh, okay. It was my first one in a long time.
Okay, so your first one in a long time. How many DUIs have you had?
I guess it's my third.
Okay, so this is your
That
third.
was a long time ago. The other two was a long time ago.
Okay. How long was a long time ago? When did you get those?
Like 8 years ago. I was a different man then.
8 years ago. Okay. Did you get both of your first two DUIs 8 years ago? Or was there a time?
8 and 9 years ago.
Okay, so 8 and 9 years ago. But you say you're a different man, right?
Right.
Okay. But you got another DUI. What happened?
I was at my friend's house. It was just a one-time thing, and he decided he wanted to go to bed. We both been drinking, but he couldn't let me stay on the couch because he had another friend was staying on the couch. So my car, and then got in the car, and just the police happened to be in the neighborhood, and it's only 3 miles. I've done this before.
Okay. So you've done this before.
I made the trip home 3 miles before.
Okay. When you say you made the trip home 3 miles before, has that been sober or after you've been drinking?
He only lives 3 miles away. I make that trip all the time.
Okay. How often do you make that trip sober?
All the time. We're best friends. Hang out there all the time.
Okay. How often do you leave his house after you've been drinking and make that 3 mile drive home?
We just parties, weekends, just holidays. Not that often.
Okay. Your first two DUIs, did you get pulled over leaving your friend's house then, or was it something different?
That was a long time ago. I think it was. I didn't even know my friend back then. That
Okay.
was a small town in a different state.
Okay. So, aside from your DUI and alcohol, have you ever used any other illegal substances? Or not that alcohol's illegal, but have you ever used any, nicotine, drugs, anything like that?
Not nicotine.
Not nicotine. Okay. What have you used, if you're comfortable sharing that?
If you have to know. It was like I said 8, 9 years ago when I was on all kinds of. Tried a little bit of everything, I think.
Okay. A little bit of everything. Do you remember what you tried?
Is there a list or something I can write it down or I don't know. It was like I said, it was a different man back then, a partying and
Different
college,
Okay.
in a small town.
So I have the paperwork here that you filled out with the front desk that lists some different substances, past, present, or current use, and you put that you've in the past used marijuana and cocaine. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Long time ago.
Long time ago. 8 or 9 years ago?
Yeah.
Or longer?
8 or 9 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah, about that time.
So you currently only drink, is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So when was the last time you drank?
This event, what was that? A couple weeks, went to court. So what was that? A couple weeks ago? A month ago.
A month ago? Okay. So you last drank a month ago. When you drink, how much do you drink?
I mean, like I said, I try not to, just every once in a while at the holidays or something extra.
Okay.
Extra weekend. I don't know. It just, my friend just keeps pouring drinks, and we got a hand cup, a solo cup, and
Okay.
it's like experimenting, like maybe I don't know, like whatever
Okay.
the drink is.
And do you think you had too much to drink that night? I'm assuming you got pulled over to get your DUI. Do you think you had too much to drink that night?
I guess it was over the limit. Like I said, I was almost home. So I was doing okay.
So you said it just depends how much you drink and the occasion.
Yeah.
The mood your friend's in, how much he's pouring.
Right.
Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. When did you start drinking?
That was back when I was a kid. I don't know, 18, 19.
Okay. So you started drinking about age 18 or 19. Do you know what prompted you to start drinking?
Peers, friends.
Okay. So I know you said you just kind of drink socially, holidays, parties, special occasions. That do you drink any other time, like when you're by yourself at home? How often is it, or is it just the special occasions?
It's fun with my friend. I don't care about doing it at home.
Okay. So, do you ever have any physical or emotional pain, or have any sort of like odd or off feelings? You don't feel right, you don't feel like yourself if you don't drink?
No, that's just like a hangover. Is that what you mean?
No, I meant like if you don't drink, you feel sick, you feel anxious, your stomach hurts, your stuff like that. No. Do you ever have any of those symptoms? Mm-mm. Okay. So I know you said you've been drinking since like age 18 or 19. Have you ever noticed that at times you have to drink more to get the same effects as you did back when you were 18 or 19?
I haven't really thought.
Or do you still drink the same amount, or do you drink more now to get drunk? Do you drink to get drunk?
I don't think about that. I just drink whatever. He likes to mix drinks, and then I try the mixed drink and 2 or 3 drinks, and it's good. Probably about the same as when I was younger.
Okay.
I probably drank more back then.
Okay. So you said you probably drank more back then, but on the other hand, do you think you're drinking more now, maybe, to get the same effects that you were having back then? Mm-hmm. Okay. So you're here because you got a DUI, you got pulled over, you got arrested, probably spent the weekend in jail, and then the judge ordered you to come here. Do you see your drinking as a problem?
No.
Okay, that's fair. Do you think you would want to stop drinking?
Right now it's a pause so I can get this court stuff taken care of.
Okay. Yeah, I mean that's definitely good to do that. You definitely want to abide by the court's rules and everything, just to keep yourself out of trouble. I'm assuming you don't want this to go any further. So you're not looking to change your drinking habits. You're just looking to meet the parameters of your probation.
You could say that.
Okay. I mean, I think it's really, it's great that you did come in here today, and that you're willing to openly discuss this and talk, and it might be a good change. Do you think it could be a good change for you if you don't drink for the next 6 months that you're on probation?
Yeah, whatever the court needs I'm definitely going to follow through with that.
Okay. Why are you going to follow through with that? Is that because you don't want any further consequences, or because you want to stop drinking?
I mean, yeah, no consequences.
Okay. So I'm going to ask you kind of a weird question. So please bear with me. Okay. If you woke up tomorrow and everything was fine, everything was great, you felt amazing, what would that look like for you? How would that feel for you? What would that picture be? I told you it was a weird question. If you woke up tomorrow and everything was just absolutely perfect, the way you've always wanted it, what would that look like for you?
Well, I guess I would have more time with my friends and family, and not deal with any of this probation court stuff. Just be able to hang out with my friends and go to work and come home and spend time with my family, and that's what life is about.
Okay. Yeah, I definitely get that. I mean, nobody wants to get in trouble, but we all still want to, be social and have our social supports and our friends. So that does sound like a really good picture for you, right now. What do you think it would take to get you to that point?
Get through all this court order.
Get through all of it. Okay. Yeah, that is fair. We definitely want to get through all of the court stuff. You're definitely on the right track with that. You've already done the hardest part. You've set up an appointment and you came in and you're sitting here talking to me, which I know probably isn't very exciting for you. So I appreciate that you did do that. You're looking to be cooperative. You're looking to meet the criteria of your probation, so you can get off and go back to living your normal life without having to have a go in and get tested. I'm sorry, I couldn't think of the word. My mind blanked. Have to go get a breathalyzer every so often, get checked, have to report to somebody. Nobody wants to do that, So you are definitely on the right track. So I do think you could benefit from coming in here and meeting with me once a week. The court did say they would like you to have at least 12 sessions. Does that sound reasonable? Does that sound...
If I have to, then see what happens.
Okay. So yeah, they did say that. So the 12 sessions with me, and that would be weekly. Is that okay? Is that something your schedule can accommodate with work and everything?
Get it all knocked out.
Okay. Now, I know you mentioned you like to be around your friends, you like to be around your family, you like to have that social support system. I personally think you would do really well in our substance use group. Don't let the name throw you off. It's a substance use group. But it's just a group of people who are in similar situations to yours. Maybe not DUIs, but, maybe some have DUIs, maybe some, were pulled over and they had drugs, or, other things, they had positive drug screening at work. And you you all just come together and just sort of, talk about your experiences, and you get, feedback from somebody like me, unfortunately, like a trained professional who would work with you guys. Do you think that's something you would be interested in?
Does it count towards my 12 hours?
It could, yes.
Guess I'll give it a try.
Okay. Yeah, I think it would be really good for you. Like I said, you're really going to have that social support in there. There's going to be a lot of other people in there who are in the same boat as you. They just want to put whatever happened behind them and move on and move forward. So, like I said, you're doing really good. We can definitely help you out and meet the parameters of your probation. I'll need you to sign a release of information before we leave here, so I can tell your probation officer our plans and everything. But I'll go ahead and get you scheduled with me. I can go ahead and do the next 6 weeks if that's okay, because we wanted 12 appointments. Does this time every Wednesday work for you?
Let me see. I can probably make it work. I'll have to talk with my boss, but if anything changes, I can let you know.
Yeah, that's totally fine. I'll go ahead and put you in there. And if it changes or if it doesn't work, just let me know. And then the group meets every Tuesday at 6 p.m.
6 is good.
Okay. Now they do have an in-person one. They do have an online one. Do you have a preference as to which one you would want to do?
Probably in person.
In person? Okay, I think that's going to be best for you. You're a social person. You want to talk. You want to interact. You want to have a good time. I think online would be really boring for you. So I will go ahead and put in a referral for that group to let them know that you're coming. Again, it is here in our building. It's every Tuesday at 6 p.m. You'll come in. You'll just tell the receptionist who you are and what you're here for, and then the group leader will come out and take you guys back, and we'll do all the stuff.
Okay.
Do all the stuff to make your probation officer happy.
Right.
Okay, perfect. Do you have any questions about today or any concerns?
Nothing right now.
Okay, perfect. If you think of anything, don't hesitate to ask. You can always call in. We can always talk about it in our next appointment next Wednesday. But again, don't hesitate to reach out with any questions, concerns, anything. If you want clarification on anything. And it was really nice meeting with you today. And I will see you next week.
Alrighty.
Thanks.